kind of set up for each and every event.
No doubt about that. Carissa Moore will be in the red jersey, number 2 in the ranks, coming off of a huge win in Margaret River. C.Simmers, number 5 in the rankings in the blue. J.Defay, number 18. She's been injured the majority of this year, but coming back, she got one of the wild cards for the back end of this year in the first 5 events of 2024. And Bettylou Sakura Johnson, sophomore on the C team, made the cut this season. Number 8 in the ranks, expecting big things from her, Pete.
Learning, right? I mean, the youngsters are learning, and that's what it is. Bettylou, you know, she wasn't able to make the cut the first year. That was tough, but right back on it. No worries by the end of the season, right? So that's what happens. You don't make the cut.
Here on the championship tour, I've been catching up with Bettylou Sakura Johnson and her mom, and then C.Simmers and her team. They are ready to show that they have what it takes to compete here on the championship tour level. They were part of the Rising Tides event here a few years ago, so a really cool opportunity, great heat we have in the water.
Yes, it is. AJ and Bettylou very deep on this one, and a bit too deep, stalled too much on the opening ride. So it's going to be a throwaway for her on her initial right-hander, Peter.
So difficult when you want to and know that when you pull into this barrel, you want to get deep. I mean,
here goes J.Defay. Equally as good on the right and on the left. 5 CT wins in her career so far. A lot of them on left speed. And we see her here on the backhand now. Great opening combo here for Johanne. First wave in the event for her. That's more like it. Throwing a lot of spray outside. Good pace of this one so far, Peter.
So true, because her backhand is her strength, and she knows that. So she's super confident on these lefts. You know, growing up in Reunion, learning to surf left-hand point breaks, she's got it pretty dialed in.
And especially when you make the move to France, mainland, you're surfing a lot of beach breaks. Get a variation with the waves over there. Stalling for the left. Great positioning. Not as deep as she could have been, but it's going to be a complete ride for her.
Almost complete.
So looking at the replay here, decent opening combo on the outside. It seems like that performance zone in the middle was where she got most of her work done.
And the left, you start getting into that back 3/4 of the wave. That's where the wave does slow up ever so slightly. And then this barrel section. You're not going to see the barrel on the outside. Very rare that we do see that. It does happen. But ultimately, it's all in here. And look at leading with the head, always leaning forward. You can see the heel up on the rail of the board. That helps you get through that barrel with quickness. Unfortunate there that she wasn't able to complete this. I mean, I would have said, hey, 6'5" slam dunk, but with the fall.
I want to say 6 or 7 years ago, I had the chance to judge Katie for the first time. I asked her coach, John Daniels, who she was. Oh, that's C.Simmers from Oceanside. And guess what? He's one of the best surfers in the world right now, and for good reason. Ooh, great layback there for Katie.
Sets that up, that barrel again, just nicely done. Look, even going for the double barrel.
Oh,
so
my.
Seeing that opportunity, and it's not on every wave you're going to get the opportunity for double barrel. She does it.
That's incredible. Strider, how about the talent from Oceanside?
That was insane. Grom looking like a veteran, just straight up through the lip right there. This wave just highlights her perfection in technique. I mean, whipping under the lip right there. Did you see that layback transition into the barrel? Was insane. This young lady is all-time right now. Beautiful down carve, flashes of Gurr right there. That was so sick.
Well done, C.Simmers. I will say, again, like she was one of the standouts that was able to produce during practice. Doesn't mean when you get a jersey on that you're going to be able to do it, but she's pretty stoked to get that completion, and she surfed that wave so good.
Back up against the wall right now, only dropped a 1.5 on her initial right.
Yeah, just pace yourself right here in the beginning stages, get the rhythm going, and then start hammering down the line.
So gonna read this wave as well as she can on the outside section. You can definitely see the onshore on the left picking up a lot more now. Making that crumble. Sometimes it's good though. Helps you identify this section.
Yeah, no, it's coping. It's nice. You can get a little drift out of it, a little glide.
You think that was designed by plan from Kelly to make it that way so he knew he could surf the left better, maybe more rippable than the right?
Could be. I mean, you're thinking the foil's running down both directions. It's got to produce waves going both directions. So ultimately, you got a barrel on both ends. Oh!
And a missed time right there for the barrel section for Sakura.
Well, let's take a look here at the outside work being done. Again, you mentioned the wind picking up, and that's where you get conditions here. Yes, the tide doesn't change much here. We get a little bit of the seiche, which is a little bit of the undulation of the water, but ultimately, it's pretty much the wind will factor into the wave face, and it's definitely on the lefts where you start to see it affect it. But they've been practicing through all of this. They've had different types of winds, and she surfed well on this outside section. Great rhythm. Again, you're not really seeing that double pump bottom turn. She was able to get combination major moves here. It's just unfortunate this section here. A little bit of an error. Pulled up probably a bit high right there as it squares out, and then it just troughs out. And what happens is that transition.
Wow, Strider on his millionth wave here at the Surf Ranch with one of the burner waves to start off this third session of the day. Here's Carissa Moore. I think by now we can nickname her Carissa Moore, as she is just hammering down the line. Great stance right there in the barrel. Pete, she's known for her variation on the turns, both the right and the left. But to me, her barrel riding has been outstanding in her great performances here too.
So true. Good outside work too. And the barrel was nice and long and solid. No errors yet. Doesn't look like she's chasing it. Getting the movers done. Nice and solid. Doesn't have to press too hard. Wow. Beautiful turn there.
This has been an incredible ride for the Hawaiian so far. Deep in the pit. Comes out of it cleanly. And we'll just end with a strong layback at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why this lady has been a champion here in the past. Her name's Carissa Moore.
Ruin the whole wave and you get yourself a 4, right? So just making sure at this point that she's going to get herself a solid number, and she's done that. And those big arcs like that, so hard to do. You don't see a lot of the surfers doing that, except for C.Simmers, who just put up a good number. So those big, huge arcs, those are big. Beautiful tube skills there. Stays low in the bottom of the barrel, and that's what you got to do here. Right on the little teeny transition that's left there at the bottom of the wave. And then look at this, just the layback snap. One of the favorite turns in surfing.
It feels good.
It does. Feels amazing.
I was about to say, there's usually a certain amount of pressure on the person that go last in a heat. Last 2 events, maybe not the kind of results that you'd like to. The surfing's been there though, Pete, so.
Surfing's been there, but I feel like this is a good event where she can capitalize and start moving up the ranks a bit.
And especially at home too, in her home state of California. She is from the most northern city in San Diego County. That's Oceanside. Lovely place, great waves, great surfers. As Katie is one of the top talents in that area. Just cruising down the line so far. Much better right there from Simmers. Up and over the whitewater. A lot of flow on this one. Love to see it, Pete. Deep bottom turn. Straight up into a progressive maneuver right there where she slides the fins out.
I'm a major fan of the single rail bottom turns, no pumping at all. And once she got into that zone, she did that. Look at that barrel riding skills, solid.
It's funny you bring that topic up. She went for a shove it. I like to see it. You brought the topic up.
But if you do it with that single rail, look at straight to the rail, straight to the rail, straight to the rail. She's light, so that gives her the ability that she doesn't have to pump as hard probably. But she's using that, and it's distinct. It showcases the flow, and she carries a ton of speed through it. So to me, this is another good number. She did chase a little bit on the outside. Feel like the outside, there's stuff you can do out there to get a couple more points, but the inside or the halfway point on, just super solid.
And the barrel technique right here at the end, impeccable as well. Not as deep as she would have liked to have been, Pete, but still.
Look at the heel. It's pressed up against the wall. Just using the side of your foot on the rail for that technique. And that's why you see a lot of surfers grab the wall. And then the shove it, showing us the progression, the innovation. You don't see a lot of shove it. Tough to do.
It's the most difficult thing to do.
Right? But that's what I'm saying. If you can do it for 60 to 80% of the wave, bring it on.
I like it. Listen to Peter Mel, ladies and gents. Here's Johanne on the right. Her first right-hander. A lot of aggressiveness to start things off right here. I like it. Setting up for the barrel. She's in there. Parked in all the way. She's going to come out with a lot of speed now. Strider, how's this wave looking from your perspective?
I mean, incredible. She was so excited to go right. She was, kind of feeling that energy from that tube time we were all talking about. But look at the progression in the lip line. Not just the tube, but actually going through the lip and really attacking. I mean, really powerful. It used to be her weak point, but now I feel like there's no weak point in her surfing. The front side and I mean, come on, you guys, it's insane.
That was deep. One of the deepest we've seen today.
Beautiful surfing by J.Defay. Insane.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Right on.
You got the fist pump claim right there, too. Not every day you get to see that from the lady from Reunion Island in France.
She knew she was deep.
Stoked.
Ooh, I got an idea for a good water world. We could do a waterman's race here. You can do
Oh.
surfing and paddling.
Propose it.
And then throw some bass in the lake and go some fishing.
I'm down as we see Carissa Moore up and riding. Needs a 6.27 to retake the lead. Has an 8.33 on her opening right-hander. Equally as good on the left as she is on the right. Oh, man, what an amazing fan of water on that backhand turn right there. Up and over the section. Once again, wants to show the variation in this midpoint part of the wave, though. Oh, she is just hammering the lip on this one. Down the line again. Good slide of the fins. She's going to stall for the barrel. Come out cleanly. And finish with a beautiful roundhouse cutback right there. Carissa Moore, once again, just show-stopping everything here at the Surf Ranch.
Sets it up. You can see very patient in the beginning part of this wave. Just picks up the momentum. Not a lot in the very outside sections, but there she starts to get to work. The actual wave starts to steepen up as it went through that outside section. It got better. So surfing got better, obviously, as well. You can see the glide up and over, keeping the momentum, just turning back into the lip each and every time. Feels like another good solid number for her already, the best number with the 8.33. Then the inside section, she's not going to make any mistakes. Not super deep, but complete. And again, now she's going to make these next rides so much easier for her because she's already got 2 solid numbers.
High-level athletes, high-level surfing. That's what we want to see here. Here's Bettylou. One of her last 2 chances here on the right. An incredible surfer from Haleiwa, Hawaii. Wow, aggressive at the get-go here from Sakura. Stalls in the barrel right here. Deep positioning. She's coming out. A lot of speed on this one right here, Pete, through the midsection.
Yeah, she wasn't going to make that same error by going too deep there. She's going to complete this ride for sure.
So kind of skipped one section after the barrel, regroups, and just incredible attacks towards the lip line. That's later designs look great. She's riding a round tail right now, a thruster into the second barrel, airdrop, deep. Can she come out? Oh, and a bit too deep right there for Bettylou.
Yeah, it's interesting. You get that little wobble on the lip, or actually on the sidewall of the wave, and it just takes you so quick. You just like all of a sudden you're like on the bottom going, what happened?
It's a lot stronger than a lot of people think it is.
As you see this technique there, look at that back knee dropped way down to the deck of the board. And that helps a lot to kind of shrink your size and make sure that you're going to keep your speed up too, because you're pushing forward, you're dropping that knee, and then these snaps here in the lip, getting nice release out of the tail. Also, the compression at the bottom, but that
was sick.
It was a great transition, but look right here. She's up against the top of the wall again, that little bit. The whitewater grabs the board, shoves her up, and then right into the trap door and gone, vanished instantly. Well, I think the outside work needs to be a bit stronger, in order to turn this one, because she needs basically an excellent number, right? A 7.98 in order to turn it. So let's see what she can get done on the outside.
So starts off with a snap, one more. And this setup work on the outside, as Peter was saying, crucial to gain speed down the line.
That was nice. There was 3 solid turns.
And a wow moment right there, too. And I think those jaw-dropping moments are things that judges normally look for at the Surf Ranch.
Yeah, it's a feeling. I mean, it's in all judging, really.
Unpredictability and maybe an X factor from a lot of these surfers.
Those wow moments, all those things where you actually go, whoa, feel it.
Much better here from Johanne. Still looking to better the 6.67. She's going to stall for the barrel. She's deep, and she's going to be able to come out easily. Easy work there for J.Defay. Runner-up before, champion last time we were here in 2021.
Tough to do, but different angles of approach, little tail drifts, but good work on that outside. That one there, that one to talk about, that upside down snap, and she does it again. And single rails, she was trying to do it. There's those combination major moves where she's using that single bottom turn. Now the inside, the barrel riding here with this onshore too is a little more challenging because it's not as round. You got the little chandeliers coming down, little diamonds over the top though, but no worries. Tip of the nose showing, didn't see a lot of the body. Same technique, he's gonna roll that foot up over there and gets the finish.
So at this point of the heat, I mean, she has a 7.93 on the right. She still has one more right to go. but the goal was to improve on the left.
Championship Tour, and right now needs to better her low score on the right, which is the 7.33.
And it's imperative for her to do so right now because Sakura is on the heels of her in this one. Couple of decent wraps to start things off right there. Great variation.
That's right, the variety part of it, and the deep barrel.
Comes out of the initial barrel right there. How was that grab rail stance?
She's getting a double barrel again?
Next level stuff, ladies and gentlemen. She is just incredible.
And she was deeper on both of those barrels, so it seems like to me if she can finish up here and get some nice turns like that, she's going to improve.
Layback snap. Stall into the barrel with another layback.
And
in the
deep
pocket.
Again.
World class. As we see Katie finish with another layback. How's that style? 7.33.
She had the rail grab cutty that time. She did the layback cutty. Almost could have grabbed in the reverse, almost a slob angle if she wanted to.
But Pete, on this wave in particular, a couple of moments of brilliance.
Look at the little shift of her feet up onto the board. You see her pull up into the front of it, and that just gives her that extra speed. And then the little delayed bottom turn stall. And again, deep on both barrels. Such good flow in between that.
Yeah.
So the read was awesome. And then the layback snap coming up right here, holding the rail. Lengthy through that turn. Look. Oh, and just compressing into the board. So cool to watch and so stylish.
It is just amazing to me how much she has improved in the last 2 years. When she won the U.S. Open in 2021, I mean, look at that style in the barrel.
Yeah, this is the little footwork, you know, the little subtle shifts of the feet. Sets her up on the board in the perfect spot. Look at how trimmed and stable the board is. And then here, almost grabbed the rail there.
That was filthy at the
that
end
was going to be a
there.
6 still. It was a 6 slow-mo too, but
more than capable of getting an 8.41 or better. We've seen it in the past. We've seen it in pressure moments before at home in Haleiwa, as she is up and riding. Great start for her. Needs more of that.
yeah, she has nothing to lose here, so going big is what she needs to do.
Nothing to lose and everything to gain. Once more, carving it off the top, floats it. And this section right here is huge, Pete. Needs to come around it and really smash this wave. Not a lot of explosive moments. That's much better from Bettylou. Really needs to get to work, though. The combination of major maneuvers. There's one. And now into the barrel. And a miss right there from Bettylou.
Yeah, she was hurried, you know, at the snap on that final turn. She knew that the barrel was coming up quick, and you've got to be quick on the feet.
Carissa looking to better an 8.33. Mitch and Pete here in the booth for you. And looking like she's gaining a lot of speed down the line here.
Yeah, getting that space right in the beginning of the wave, gets the space so she can unload 3 solid turns before the barrel.
And once again, where she's most comfortable, in the barrel right there. Great carve, top turn combo, into the lip line. Wow, the lines that she draws here, Peter, just incredible. Into the lip once more. Oh my!
There was a moment.
Maybe the biggest turn we've seen out of the women so far. Late drop there into the barrel. Stalls, perfect positioning. And now cleanly. Carissa Moore once again. Wow, looking to better an 8.33.
Oh, an old school 360 to finish.
Richie Collins move right there, Peter.
Yeah. Hey, those were big moves back in the day. I remember my first 360.
Got scored 5 points.
But the inside work, just as solid. So I feel like it's going to be right there. If there's an improvement, it'll be ever so slight. But wow, pretty cool.
So the nose doesn't completely disappear, but this mid work right here in the performance zone of this wave was stellar.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and that there was the wow moment, really. You know, there was a lot put into that maneuver. And it was high quality. And the finish move, too.
Is it crazy to think that I think she's getting better?
Oh, no, she is. And that's because of the youngsters behind her. It's the C.Simmers, right? You have to get better. And that's where the inspiration is drawn. From the best of the best, you know, you've got to find inspiration. You've got to find drive. And she's been able to do that, and I feel like it's the youngsters that are, you know, bringing it on.
Yeah. They're pushing a lot of these older talented ladies out there, and it does seem like the 360 was deemed incomplete though, Pete.
Why?
Oh, it was complete.
That was totally complete.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I guess she is in third. So there's a chance that she could still take the lead. Carissa still has one more wave to go. But
so right
Simmers...
now, so right now, looking at the number, though, it's 7:33 needed by C.Simmers to take over that #1 spot.
Yeah, and she only has one shot left here on this left. She needs to be going big here. Great read. Love the different kind of points of variation with the way she's able to navigate through this wave. You know, as soon as I say that
that came out of nowhere. That was shock. So again, up into the lip, vertical, gets the drift. Oh, foot slipped off, you know, punching the fins out the back. And the foot came off the rage pad. And right there, she's like, oh, there's my chance for the semi. But she still has the night session.
Got hotter than I expected today. I didn't think it was going to be this hot.
Big number needed here for Johanne if she wants to take the lead.
Yep, an 8.8, and it is her last chance. She's dropped 9s before in the event. Not today. 7.93, her best score.
Well, I would say, though, this is an opportunity to go big because she's already guaranteed her spot into the night session no matter what.
Yeah.
The only way she's going to get into the semifinals is if she goes all the way, almost into the 9-point range to get it done.
And a huge difference in points, especially if you're trying to garner up a better seed for next season. Great turn right there by Defay. Into the lip once again. Whoa!
And again.
Look at that. Oh! And she just mistimed that turn ever so slightly. Talking milliseconds right there, Pete. Great start of the ride, though.
Yeah, it is. You know, you think about the seeding when it goes into the night session. If you get a good solid 2-wave total, you're going to go last, and it's the best wave in that night session. As we watch the barrel there where she went down, but look at those turns here, so strong, and the compression, both knees bending. She's had an injury there, so she's pushing on those hinges. But right here, what went wrong? Compressing and moved too far forward, and no speed. That's the thing. If you have to have that.
Maybe the best generation of young female surfers on the championship tour right
and
now.
that's inspirational too for her. And we mentioned that earlier in this heat. That's what's pushing is the youth.
It's the motivating factor for Carissa Moore right now. Still trying to show everybody that she's the top dog out there. As Tatiana Weston-Webb looking at Carissa's last ride here. She'll be coming up in the next heat. Tati, a great performer here at the Surf Ranch as well. Carissa working through this wave as well as she can. A lot of flow.
Yeah, she hasn't chased it once in this wave. You know, no high impact moves, but definitely great flow.
Right in the pocket too, in the most critical parts of this wave. Great snap right there. Stalls for the barrel. Lovely positioning there from Carissa Moore. And another roundhouse cutback just for good measure. So say even though she, you know, might not better the 7.57, statement made though, Peter Mel.
Pretty much easily. I mean, yeah, there was some good numbers posted by the other surfers, but dominant.
When it comes to a two-wave heat total, Carissa Moore just on fire. Have to point out as well that she did not fall on any of her rides. All four of them completed both the right and the left.
And look at the numbers. This is going to be another good number, right? It's going to be a solid. It could improve. You know, because there was a lot of top to bottom surfing going on in that last wave.
And one of the more